In 3, 2, 1, you're live.
All right, and welcome everyone to another Wednesday's class. Today's class is focused on building posture and correcting core strength. So typically, our Wednesday's classes in the past have been a little more high tempo, focusing on performance enhancements, but we realized that correcting posture and working on core strength during a time when a lot of people are at home, off regular schedule, is a little more important. So that's what we're going to do today for Wednesday's class, 12 o'clock, every Wednesday at 12 going forward, posture and core strength. Okay, for those of you that are normally with us on the Mondays, you're used to the high tempo, really sweaty fat loss class. That's great. Today's class is going to be a little low tempo, and it's going to be a great class nonetheless. You're going to walk straighter throughout the rest of the day and the rest of the week, and you're going to thank us for it. So we're going to start with a bit of a warm-up. If you're just joining us now, we're getting our warm-up started. We're going to start with some big arm circles. And everyone with me with the arm circles. And if you don't have your water bottle close to you now, I would go get it now before the class picks up. And if you're someone who needs a towel, go grab your towel now. Let's stop the circles. Let's go the other direction. Go right to big circles. If at any point during the class you're having a hard time and you need to stop and take a breath, you have my permission to do so. Break as needed. I'm going to be giving some modifications throughout the class. Let's go up and down with our arms. I'll try to give as many modifications as necessary. Let's go into an X now. But if at any point you're having a hard time, I want you to make sure that you're going at your own pace. You're going at a tempo that's comfortable for you. No need to hurt yourself or go as hard as possible. None of that's necessary, especially during this class. We can do some elbow circles now. We're definitely going to be using the elbows today. Warming up, lubricating those joints. Stop, let's go the other direction. Still just getting warmed up. Shake it off, shake it off. We're going to do some leg movements now. So for your legs, what I want you to do is step out in front and kick your toe towards your hand. And we're going to alternate, kicking toe to your hand, standing on the spot. We're going to do about 10 of those. And if you're just joining us now, we're still just warming up for today's workout. And shake it off. We're going to continue with the warm-up. And we're going to do nice big sumo steps to open up your hips into a short squat. And big steps, the idea is to rotate the hip outwards to start activating those glute muscles. Nice big steps, warming up those hips. If you're here with us now, thanks for joining us. It's a Wednesday, midweek. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. Hope we're going to be able to make this day and the rest of the week a little better for you. Good stuff. You're going to put your toe into the ground. You're going to start with the outward rotations. About 10 on each side. And switch. Go inwards now. Remember, you have the option to watch us through both YouTube Live and Instagram Live. Switch legs. Go out first. I would try both YouTube and Instagram. See which one works best for your mobile devices. Let's go inwards now. And then you choose your preferred version to watch. And stop there. Shake it off. We're going to stand wide and get into some torso twists. Still just getting warmed up. And deep breaths. Good stuff. And last but not least, we're going to do some neck rolls. So I want you to go into big circles with your head, rolling your neck. We're going to do about 10 to each side. Deep breath, switch directions. Good stuff, and shake it off. All right, so we're going to start with some openers, some posture openers. And to do that, I'm going to grab the help of something I have here. Now, you may not have this exact piece at home, but if you can grab onto a table, a chair, a column, hold onto a wall, your stair railings, whatever you can. The idea is we're going to use this as an anchor to hold as we move ourselves down into a squat. Now, the idea is to keep your chest up and really open up your hips, pushing your hips outwards and letting everything fall into your ankles as we go down into as deep squat as possible. Remember, chest up. At the bottom, we'll give a bit of wiggle time. Again, trying to warm up the joints. And just doing this might be difficult if you have tightness through your lower back, your torso, or your hips. But including this at the beginning of the class will help us loosen up so we're a little more comfortable for all the other exercises. And again, with the focus on improving your posture and core, we're going to do about 4 more of these, slowly going up and down, as low as you can. Each time trying to challenge your depth as we warm up those joints. Back up. Let's get a couple more in. Good stuff. And back up, making sure you're breathing. Back down. Really use your support to anchor you. This is going to be harder for some than for others. If you're a natural at this, and this isn't difficult for you at all, that's okay. You're doing this as part of the warm-up, but I definitely know that this will be challenging for a lot of people and very appropriate for this class. All right, and stop there. I'm going to move this out of the way. And what we're going to do now is another opener. We're going to go down to one knee, and on one knee, I'm going to watch you face on, head on. So let's say I have my left foot out. I'm going to put my right hand down to the ground. And through my left arm, I'm going to twist my torso up to the ceiling. And you're going to try to reach up and as far back as you can, comfortably. And you should feel a stretch through your hips and torso, possibly the chest if you're tight there. And slowly come back in. And we're going to repeat for about 10 reps for this opener. Deep breath in, deep breath out as you go up. In and out. In and out. You want to squeeze through your back muscles to open you up through the top. And just a few more. Keep it up, keep it up. I don't want you to move too quickly through this one. Try to go at the pace I'm moving at. You can move at my pace or slower as usual. Try not to go any faster than I'm moving. And let's get in one more. Good stuff. Shake them off and let's switch sides. So you have your left hand down, right leg out in front of you. And start low in between. And again, twist through your torso and upper arm. Squeeze and stretch, really stretch through the top. Back down and stretch. Back down and stretch. Keep it up, keep it up. If this is difficult for you, you're doing it right. Good stuff, keep it up. Making sure you're breathing in on the way down. Breathing out on the way up. And really squeeze through your back to open up your chest. Let's get in a couple more. And reach, reach, reach. And last one. Down. And reach, reach, reach. Good stuff. Shake it off, shake it off. How are we doing so far? All right. This is the first water break. So if you have water close by, grab it now. Keep it nearby. If you don't have a water bottle yet and you joined in late, go grab it now because you're going to need it. All right, so I'm going to show you exercises today in pairs. Now the pairs are going to be designed to improve either posture or core, and they're put together strategically to help you stand a little better and make you feel a little taller throughout the day. Now the first two exercises I'm going to show you, we're going to need light weights if you have them at home. If you don't have light dumbbells, I have 5-pounders here. If you have 1-pounders, 2-pounders, 3-pounders, that works. If you don't have any weights at home, grab some water bottles, grab some soup cans, grab whatever you have that can be held in a hand that's a light weight. The weight doesn't matter so much as the movement, but if you have weight to increase your intensity, it's optional. So the first exercise is going to be a high plank to reach. Now the high plank, you're going to be at the top of your push-up position. At the top of your push-up position, you're going to alternate your hands, reaching one at a time. If this is difficult, what I want you to do is come down to your knees and repeat the same movement. Now, if you see here, I'm moving with my thumbs up. I'm not moving with my palms up. My thumbs are moving up towards the ceiling, and that movement with my thumbs up is going to help to open up my chest more and improve the posture. If you have your thumbs down, you see right away the body wants to move into a different position. With the thumbs up, that's going to help us in the long run. So back into the first exercise, your high plank, and your thumbs are going up from your knees or from your toes, and you're going to squeeze through your upper back to try to get as high as possible through that movement. That's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, I want you to grab yourself a seat. You can grab a chair. You can grab yourself a seat on the couch. Or if you have nothing to sit on at home, you're just going to do this one bent over, sitting in your invisible chair. Might be a little harder, but that's okay. Options are there. So what I want you to do is sit so that you have space to have the weights underneath your thighs. You're going to be bent forward at about 45 degrees from your hips to the top of your head. And you're going to use your upper back and shoulders to squeeze and bring your weights up towards the ceiling. You really want to keep your chest up. What I don't want to see is this down here. I want to see you nice and opened up through the chest and torso. And you're squeezing to bring your weights up toward the ceiling. If you have no weights and you're doing the exact same movement, squeezing the exact same muscles, you're still going to get the work in. It's still going to help you improve your posture. The options are there. So we're going to do those 2 exercises back to back for 4 rounds. 4 rounds with minimal break in between. And then we're going to move on to something else. So first exercise, in our plank, we're going to do 20 reps together. Stay with me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And your thumbs are going up one at a time. Big squeeze through your shoulder. 4, 5, 6, deep breaths. 7, 8. I don't want to see your hips fall down. Keep your hips solid. 9, 10, and continue. 11, 12, 13, 14, as high as you can get your thumb to the ceiling. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good stuff. You're going to grab your seat right away. Grab your light weights. But remember, no weights at all also works. And again for 20 reps together in 1. Still thumbs up to the ceiling. 2, 3, 4. Keep it up. 5, 6. Keep pushing your thumbs up. 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep it up. Chest up. 11. Deep breaths. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good stuff. Well done, well done. That was the first round. Now you see I dropped the weights at the end. Even with a light weight, I was really feeling the burn through my shoulders and upper back. Dropped them, continued the movement with no weight, and it still was effective. It works out well both ways. So shake it off. We're going to do that again, starting from the top. You have about 10 seconds to get a sip if you need it. If not, you'll have to wait. And we're going into round 2. Everyone in your plank, from your knees to your toes. Thumbs up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One thumb up at a time, and we're alternating. 2, and we're doing 15 this time. 4, 5, keep it up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way up. Squeeze to your shoulders. 2, and 1. Good stuff. Shake it off, shake it off. Get onto your seat. Second next. Grab your weights if you have them. And together for 15 reps. 3, 2, 1. Chest up. And thumbs up to the ceiling. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, finish strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, well done, well done. Shake it off. Starting to sweat here. Starting to get hot in this garage. I got a little fan here. I hope you guys have AC wherever you're at. Trying to get some fan room. Whew. Getting a sip of water. We're doing round 3 out of 4. So be ready. Stay close by. I put ice in my water bottle today. That was really helpful. Oh, we're down on the ground first. And together, our high planks. This time we're doing 12 reps. 12 reps together from your knees to your toes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, stomach tight, and get started. 1, 2, remember you're moving at my pace or you're moving slower. Try not to move any faster than me. So I'm going to be moving at the ideal pace to guide you. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and stop there. Good. We're going to our seat. And right away to our reverse flies. Finishing up that upper back and those shoulders. 45 degrees, stomach tight, chest up. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, our thumbs are upwards. 5, 6, and it's going to help with the posture. 7, 8, 9, 10, big squeeze. 11, all the way up. And 12. Well done, well done, well done. Good work. We have one more round of that, the shoulder openers, and then we're going to do something else. So let's get set up. We're going to do 10 of each for the last round. So we're going to start with that high plank. Let's get right into it. Let's finish this off for 10 reps. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Thumbs up. 5. Really open up that chest. 6. Roll those shoulders back. Squeeze through your upper back and shoulders. 9 and 10. Good stuff. Go to your seat. Weights if you got them. If not, just your hands. But do the movement and squeeze. And 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really open up that chest. Squeeze through your upper back. 8, 9, and 10. Well done, well done. Shake it off. Good work, guys. Good work. Virtual high fives for all of you. You guys are doing great so far. Keep it up. Deep breaths. Get a quick sip of water. And I'll show you the next set of movements, and we're gonna move on. All right, so next set of movements, you guys can rest while I demonstrate. The first exercise is called a dead bug. Now the dead bug is given its name because the start position is like this. Okay, that position is supposed to look like a dead bug on the ground. With the dead bug, what we do is we're going to alternate extending our hands and our feet with alternating limbs. So if I'm using my right hand to go down, my left leg is going to go long like so and bring back to the middle. So this is going to take a bit of balance, a bit of coordination, and definitely some core strength. And let's move your left hand down and the right leg long and back to the middle. The idea is, as you're alternating your limbs, you're giving a big stretch to your core at the bottom without letting them touch the ground. You're going to squeeze your core to bring all your limbs back to center. So feel the stretch at the bottom without letting your hands and feet touch the ground, and squeeze back to center. And you have optional use of weights if you have them, and it would look like this. All the way down, and all the way down, and back to center. Good, that's our first exercise. The second exercise, it's another animal name, it's called the bird dog. Now the bird dog, you're gonna start on all fours. This is the dog position. And moving into the bird, you're gonna extend one leg and one hand. And you're gonna stretch so that your heel reaches the far wall and stretches out. You should feel the squeeze through your glute and hamstring as you stretch that leg, and you should feel it through your shoulder and arm as you stretch and reach for the wall in front of you. So if it is your right hand and your left leg, you're going to bring it down, then alternate left hand and right leg, always pointing your heel and pointing your toe. We have weights that are optional. If you're using your light weights, it would look like this. 1, 2, 3, and you're going to try to bring your hand and your feet as high as you can with each rep. Got it? So we're going to start with the dead bugs, move immediately into the bird dogs, and we're going to do 3 rounds of each. And we're going to move together, so everyone in position. Dead bug first in 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're doing 20 reps. 1, back to center. 2, back to center. Remember, hands and feet are not touching the ground. 4, keep it up, alternating. 5, and your other limbs that stay centered, they don't move. 7, squeeze through your middle, squeeze through your center, through the core. And 10, that means keeping your abdominals tight. 11, 12, keep it up. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 2 more, 19, 20. Well done. Let's go to our bird dogs. Right away, we're flipping over. So this is the opposite movement to balance us out. Weights are optional. And we move together. 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2. Point your heel. Point your fist. 4, 5. We're going for 20. 6. Keep it up. 7, 8, 9. Let's keep your balance. Stay centered. 10, 11, 12, 13. Squeeze through your glutes. 14. Squeeze through your lower back. 15. And those shoulders. 16. Keep balanced. 17. While keeping your core tight. 18, 19, and 20. Well done, well done. Shake it off. We're going to take about 30 seconds break So I can stand in front of this fan for a second. And then we're going to go for round 2 out of 3. Shake it off, deep breaths. And we're going to get started with our dead bugs. Together in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going for 15 reps for round 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep it up. Stay centered. 9. Deep breaths. 10. Stay with me. You guys are doing great. 11, 12, 13, 14. As low as you can go without touching the ground. 16, 17, 18, 19, last one, 20. Well done. And if you're feeling it in your core and your abdominals, means you're doing it right. Right away, 15 bird dogs. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1 and 2. Keep that back tall. 3. Sorry, the chest tall. 4. I guess back as well. 5. Squeeze through your glutes. 6. Squeeze through your shoulders. 7. Keep the middle tight. 8. And we're breathing. 9. 10. As high as you can get to the ceiling with that reach. This is 12. 3, 2, and 1. Well done, well done. Woo, shake it off. Get a quick sip of water. And we're going to do round 3. Round 3 of 3. You guys are doing great. How are we doing so far? Still alive? All right. Let's get started. Bird dogs, last round. Last round of the bird dogs. Sorry, the dead bugs. Dead bugs go first. And we're going to do 12 reps for this last round. Together, weights optional. In 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice big stretch. 9, 10. Keep it up. 11, and 12. Good stop. And stop there. We're going into our bird dogs now. Last exercise for this set. And let's move together right away. In 3, 2, 1, and 12. 11, 10. Big reach. 9, 8. Big stretch and all the way up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Oh, that one went by quick. Good work, good work, good work. Shake it off, shake it off. We got one more set of exercises that we're about to get started on in just a second. Grab a quick sip of water. And while you're resting, I'm going to demonstrate them first. And then we're going to move through. So we're going to continue the core strength and posture theme. And this first exercise is going to help to strengthen your glutes here. And if you think about it this way, you see our glutes, when they become weak, what happens is the hips start to turn in this way. And when the hips turn in, the hips fall up here, your posture falls, and up above you start to come down. If these muscles become strong and tight, we start to stand a little taller. So in part of your core work, always include glute strengthening exercises, which is what we're going to start with in this next series. And the first exercise is a side bridge. Now the side bridge you can do with long legs, and the side bridge will look like this. And we're doing repetitions. Or you can do them with knees bent, and the side bridge will look like this with repetitions. Just making sure that your hips don't touch the ground on the way down, and we're squeezing through your obliques and the core, and squeezing through your glutes on the side. Now, we're gonna switch sides and make sure we get even amounts on each side through the series. So I want you to try it first. Make sure you can do it on both sides. Make sure you have sufficient cushioning underneath your elbow. If you're on hard ground, make sure you have a thick mat. Carpet should work just fine. If you don't have any mats at home, use a sweater or a folded towel, maybe a blanket, whatever works, as long as your elbow is comfortable. The next exercise in the series is going to be a hamstring and glute walkout. Now, this walkout, you're going to start with your hip bridge, just like this, with your glutes tight and your hips up nice and tall. Your feet are going to be about hips width apart, and nice and slow. What you're going to do is start with your feet as close to your hips and glutes as possible, and you're going to walk out with your hips raised as far as you can without letting your glutes touch the ground. We're going to have a nice long bridge at the end, and we're going to walk back in, and we're going to do about 10 reps of that. So try it again. Walk out. You're on your heels. Squeeze through your heels to get the glutes up, and we're going to walk back in. That's the second exercise in the circuit. So after this, you should really feel the glutes activated. Remember, glutes are going to help us to stand tall. So the last exercise, we're going to stay on the ground just like so. And we're going to bring one leg up and over. So let's start with right leg up and over the left knee. Left leg is up in the air. Hands are behind your head. And we're going to do a diagonal crunch. So just this position hold. You should feel an activation of your lower abdominal area. And we're going to include the upper abdominal area by crunching the upper body. And we're going to bring our shoulder, not the elbow, shoulder across towards the opposite knee. It's not going to touch, but the movement alone, the diagonal, is going to help you to squeeze across the entire abdominal. And we're going to repeat, and then we're going to switch sides. So let's put left foot on top of right knee, right leg up, and let's try that huge abdominal crunch. And we're going to repeat for about 15 reps on each side. So those are our 3 exercises. So we're going to start together with our side bridge. Everyone together, you're going to choose whether you want legs long or knees bent. And we're going to start with 15 reps together. So your hips are up. You're squeezed through your abdominals in 3, 2, 1, and move up and down without touching the ground. 2, without touching the ground. 3, and we're going for 15. 4, big squeeze through your core, through your center. And 6, keep it up, keep it up. 7, and 8, deep breaths. 9, 10, you guys are doing great, keep it up. 11, 12, 3 more. 3, squeeze through your middle. 2, last one without touching. And 1, let's switch sides. Right away, we switch. Knees bent or feet long, up to you. And we're coming up, squeeze through the middle, and 1. And repeat. 2, and 3, keep it going. 4, 5, 6, keep it strong through the center. 7, 8, and 9, 10, 5 more. 5, optional if you want your hand down like this or like this. 2, and 1. Well done. Good stuff, good stuff. Going to our second exercise, which is the walkouts. So you're going to go up into your bridge. Make sure heels begin as close to the body as possible, squeezing through your glutes and hamstrings, and together you're going to start to walk out as many steps as it takes so that your knees are almost completely straight, but the hips aren't touching, and back in. That's 1. And all the way out, we're going to do 10 of these. That's 2. You're walking from your heels only, using your glutes and hamstrings to keep high. That's 3. If it's challenging, it means you're doing it right. Keep breathing. That's 4. You guys are doing great. Keep it up. Squeeze. Keep your hips from touching the floor. That's 5. Halfway through. Keep it going. Heels only. That's 6. You're pushing your hips up to the ceiling as high as you can from start to finish. That's 7. If it's bothering your lower back at all or any other part of the body, you can hold this position here, keeping your abs tight, and just hold without the dynamic movements. Let's do 2 more. Last one, all the way out. Big squeeze through your glutes and hamstrings, and stop there. Well done, well done. Shake it off, shake it off. Good work, guys. How we doing so far? Virtual high fives for everyone. You guys are doing great. Wipe off that sweat. I should remember to bring a towel next time. Get a quick sip of this water. And that ice was a good call for sure. We're going to do one more round of that, and we're going to finish off with some postural correcting stretching. So we're going to start again with the side bridge, the first exercise in the series. Remember, you have the option to do legs long or knees bent, and we're going to do 12 for this last set. And together, 3, 2, 1, and up. 1, 2, nice and high. 3, and on the way down, without touching the ground. 6, big squeeze to your middle. 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Switch it up. Other side. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. And nice and tall. Keep it up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Well done, well done. We're going to move down to our face up bridge. And we're going to do only 5 reps this time. Start with your glutes and hamstrings tight, hips up to the ceiling. And we're going to walk out on our heels as far as we can, keeping the knees straight. At the very bottom, walk back in. Continue to squeeze through your glutes. This is 2. Squeeze through the top. This is number 3. Keep it up. All the way out. All the way back in. 2 more. All the way out. Big squeeze. All the way back in. Last one. All the way out. All the way back in and squeeze. Well done. Last exercise. Let's bring your left foot up over the right knee. Let's bring that right leg up. So it's about 45 degrees with the straight knee. And our right shoulder is going to repeat to the left knee. In 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going for 15. 5, 6, 7. Big squeeze. 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And switch sides. If you want to keep your leg down, that's fine. That's optional. Leg is up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last set, guys. Finish strong. 10. Stay with me till the end. 12, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Well done. Good work, guys. Good work. Shake it off. Shake it off. Virtual high fives for all. Good work. And we're going to grab some water. And we're going to finish with a few stretches. Still with me? We're going to start off with the body down on the ground because we're already here. We're going to stay low. We're going to move into the child's pose, which is a yoga stretch. I want you to make sure, I'm going to change my angle here. I want you to make sure that your knees are wider than your hips So you have room to drop your hips in between, and you're gonna sit back towards your heels. And for some of you, just opening in this position might give you a stretch in your hips. And if not, what I want you to do is slowly walk forward as far as you can with your hands, but as you're walking, I want you to also push your hips back. Walk forward, push back. What's gonna happen is if you're pulling in two opposite directions, somewhere in the torso in the middle, you're gonna feel the stretch. So we're gonna reach forward and push our hips back and go as low as you can to the ground, head to the ground if possible, and hold at the bottom. As you're holding, I want you to take nice deep breaths. And with each breath out, I want you to reach a little further forward and back into the stretch. Focus on your breathing and focus on that stretch. And before you come back up, what I want you to do, if you watch me, I want you to fall to one side. Fall to one side, so leave all your weight onto one side while continuing to reach in opposite directions. And you should feel the stretch on more of the side of the body, shoulders, torso. Breathe deeply into that stretch. Slowly back to centered, and the same on the other side. Fall to one side and breathe into the stretch. Good stuff, and come back to center. What I want you to do here is fall with your hips to the ground. You're going to get into the Sphinx position, another yoga movement. What I want you to do is slowly walk up into your Cobra, and we're going to stretch your abdominals. If this is bothering your lower back, you're going to skip this one. Otherwise, what I want you to do is reach your chin up towards the ceiling as high as you can with your hips down. You're going to feel the stretch in your abdominals. Slowly, I want you to turn to one side. Tilt your chin towards one ear as far as you can. You should feel the stretch on one side of the abdominal. Slowly back to the other and repeat. Deep breath, slowly back to centered, and then come back up. Good stuff. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put our feet one in front and one behind, bent at 90-90. You're going to start with one leg in front and one hand on each side of the knee. And in this position, I want you to slowly fall down to the ground on top of that knee, chest to the floor if possible. And the idea is to stretch out the hip that's underneath you and slowly go down into that stretch, breathing strong into that stretch. With each breath out, try to go a little deeper. Focus on your breathing. Focus on feeling the stretch. Slowly come back up, and we're going to switch sides. So bring the opposite leg in front of you. Start with one hand on each side and slowly fall down. Chest towards the ground, as low as you can bring your body. Head to the ground if possible. Deep breaths. Focus on your stretch. Good stuff. Come back up. We have one more stretch to finish off the class. What we're going to do is go back to the 90-90. 90 degrees to the left, 90 in front. And the side that's in front of you, for me, it's my left leg here. I want you to stretch the left arm above the head. And you're going to arch over, bring your opposite elbow to the ground. And reach with that left arm behind you as far as possible to feel the stretch all through the side of the torso in front of the hip. And as you're reaching with your arm, I want you to bring your left heel towards your glute as much as possible and arch through to stretch out the thigh, the hip, the torso, the chest, all of it, a nice big reach. Deep breaths. Focus on your breathing and really feel the stretch. And slowly come back in. Opposite side, last one. Last one of the day, let's make it count. Let's bring our right heel towards our right glute. Hand all the way up. And nice big reach over your head to the ground. As far as we can go. Deep breaths, focused on your breathing. And really feel the stretch. And slowly bring it back in. Well done, guys. Well done. Thanks for joining me today. Virtual high fives for all of you. As always, we're here to answer any questions you might have throughout the day and tomorrow. Send us a DM, send us an email. We'll be sure to answer your questions related to anything health, fitness, nutrition, exercise. Now, if you're not able to watch the live stream, just remember that we're going to upload the videos onto both YouTube and Instagram so you can watch them at any time of day after school and after work. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next Monday. Have a great rest of the week. Take care.
In stream. Good.